Welcome back to our day 2 of Love Attracting Catalyst. And I'm so glad you're here. If you're watching the replay, yay. Thanks for coming and watching. If you're watching on YouTube, yay. If this is helpful, will you like, subscribe, share with your friends? I'd love that. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. So, if you are here and you did the day 1 yesterday, where we went through a lot of the quantum laws for creation, and that process is something that I would recommend going back to on a regular basis. So today we're going to do a practice to remove some of the barriers. And this is what I find is, essential to creating a different experience in relationships and dating. And it's essential because if we have those mental habits of negative thinking or letting the inner critics take over, or if we have stories that we've brought from our past relationships that are limiting us, then that's what we're creating in our life. We can't really move beyond that if that is what we are buying as real and true for us. Are if we've decided that no one's going to like someone who is this way or that way, if we've decided that there are no good ones out there, if we've decided that it's too late, or if we've decided that you're not attracted enough, whatever the thing is you're saying to yourself that is the reason why you can't have love, solidifies and becomes your reality. So this practice today is designed to help you melt away some of these things so that you can be open to new possibilities. And I know this can be really, really hard, especially if you've experienced some wounds around relationship. And if you notice that it's, even after doing these 3 days, that what is what keeps coming up for you are these painful stories or thoughts about yourself, then I really recommend you do some deeper work. And in my work, I do a practice called regenerating images and memory. It's one of the key transformational tools I use, along with Kundalini yoga, along with access consciousness tools and other things. There's a lot of ways that we can get under the surface and transform that subconscious space. And just learning about it too can bring us into more awareness about what it is that is holding us back. But I know for me personally, I had decided that I really wasn't attractive or good enough as I was, that it was just my automatic belief that I would have to be something else if I wanted a man to like me. And that was just not true. That just kept me in these relationships that were just not quite there. And it didn't allow me to be fully myself or happy in relationship. So I know that having done this deeper work and moved out of those places of fear and doubt and self judgment, that I that was everything. And doing deeper practices that help me align with myself and actually give me the chance to choose to be happy and choose to love my life in the moment and not always keep going to a future date. Yesterday, one of the things I mentioned was the combination of the law of pure desire with the law of um, paradoxical intent. And those two pieces are really fascinating to me because the desire is what gets you to watch a video like this. The desire is what brings you to the space of saying, "Oh, yeah, I would like to date or I'd like to have someone in my life." And yet, when it gets to the point of, "I'm not going to be happy without it," then it it creates dissonance and it actually pushes the exact thing you desire away. So it takes a lot of consciousness and care to be able to be there for yourself and kindly um, remind ourselves of our true being, our infinite being. And you as an infinite being is not the body, is not the title, is not it's you are in connection with all things. You are already connected and you're already actually connected to your beloved. So it's really a journey, and what will it take to have more fun now is the question that we can play with. And today I want to just start with returning back to your vision. So if you wrote something down in your journal yesterday, returning back to your vision and your ask, what is it that you are wanting to create in your life in love? Like, what is your life in love like? So taking a moment to close your eyes, if you would like, or just automatic write, whatever works for you. But connecting with that energy. And notice I said energy because when you're saying, "I'm asking for this life in love," this can be something that's beyond anything you've ever experienced before. So when it's a beyond anything you've ever experienced before, there aren't necessarily pictures or words to put on that because it's beyond anything you've ever experienced. It's beyond your mind. So let it be a sense so you can perceive and sense that relationship that is coming through that desire, that inspiration, that tug. And as you're aware of that, noticing and inviting your consciousness to reveal to you the exact things that are keeping you from it. And it may come into the form of a voice in your head, like a negative critic, an inner critic saying, "Well, here's why you can't have that." So begin to collect those. Open your journal, write them down. Write down, okay, I can't have love because, I can't have love because, I can't have love because, and write down all of those thoughts, those beliefs, those ideas you've had. It may also sound like, "Oh, because men are this way," or "because the world is this way," or because you may be kind of blaming something else in there. You may have decided that, I hear this a lot, like, "Well, all men want," or whatever the thing is, or, "I have to be a certain body size." What have you decided is the reason why you can't have love? So taking a moment, and you may need to pause this video if you need more time, but listing all those out, and as you write them, you may even notice part of you that kind of senses the ones that are coming out that you already know aren't true. Like, notice if you are functioning from a very old story that you already have let go of. And be aware of that, because sometimes we just have the habit of going into that, and yet we've moved beyond it, but we still haven't stopped telling ourselves that. So notice if there's any of those. Those are kind of awesome because they're sort of low hanging fruit that you can go, "Ah, wait a second, I don't even believe that anymore." Done. And you can scratch those off pretty quickly. But I know there's probably some other ones that are really believable, that are really seductive. So as you look at this list, we're going to do some clearings. And a clearing is a question that I'll ask that may bring stuff up for you. So as I ask the question, you don't need to think about it. Just notice what energies kind of arise. It may feel kind of funky, or it may not really feel like anything, but whatever is coming up as a result of me presenting that question, then we're going to destroy and uncreate it. And I did bring my sound effect this time, where we can take all that energy, we can put it in the magic bowl, and we can let it go. We can clear it out. And the benefit of that is that things change. Things change when you start moving this energy. And when you start telling yourself a different story, you're going to get a different result. So, looking at your list, looking at these I can't have loves because, the first clearing I want to bring forward is the question of, who do these belong to? Who do these belong to? Because oftentimes, as powerful women, and I know you are, if you're in this group, if you're following me, you're powerful, highly sensitive, probably magical healer women. And even if you're in a corporate setting or something else, you have that. You're a woman. Women are powerful. Women are intuitive. Women are picking up. We pick up. We're like radio towers for all the thoughts, feelings, and emotions around us. So, looking at your list, who do these belong to? So, notice which ones are popping that aren't even yours, but you're aware of them on the planet. So, notice, because when we're talking about being single and wanting to find love and the world the way it is, and whatever, age range you're in or time of life you're in, there's going to be a lot of stories that people have sort of universally. Like, often I see the universal thing of, feeling like too much and not enough at the same time. I see a universal one of, well, when I lose this much weight, or when my body is like this, then I can date. I've seen universal ones that, oh, I've got to get my life in a different place before I can meet someone. There's a lot of different things. And there's also a megaton of self-judgment when it comes to dating. So look at your list. Who does this belong to? Are these even yours? And notice which ones maybe even make you laugh or pop out and go, wait a second. Yeah, I don't need to have that. And begin to notice that, And also notice, where have you bought? So let's just, like, all the energy that's coming up where you're noticing that these aren't even yours, whichever ones you're noticing that aren't even yours, go ahead and we will bring that energy here and we'll destroy and uncreate it. So that means that we are going to that point of when that was decided to be true, and we're destroying and uncreating that so that you have more space for possibility. And so now I'm going to ask another one, because the other thing that can occur when you're doing this and you're looking at the I can't, there may be a lot of these that, like I just said, are not yours. And how many of these have you bought because that's what everybody does? Like, just because it will allow you to fit in with the other people who are dating, and this is the way it is, and it's supposed to be a drama, and oh yeah, my friends have told me their horror stories, so I'm gonna have to have the horror stories. All of that, all of the stories about online dating, dating at this time of life, any of those stories that you have defaulted into buying as real and true, will you please destroy and uncreate those now? Just by letting that energy come up, and we will let it go. And so, yeah, noticing as we go through this, how much more space is being created. And so now I want to look at, where have you decided that having ease with all this and having your love story is not even truth, or not even available, or not a choice for you? Where have you decided that having ease with this is not even a choice? So, whatever that brings up, let that energy come up. Where have you decided that there's just no possibility for ease? That ease isn't even a choice in your world? Let's destroy and uncreate that. And where have you been mimicking? So where have you mimicked maybe your parents, maybe your good friends, maybe people on TV, or maybe stories in magazines or fairy tales? Or where are you mimicking something that doesn't isn't relevant for you? So, and so clearing this, anything that's not relevant to you and your journey to love, will you let all that energy come up, and we'll clear that out? Because oftentimes, we are responding or defaulting to these ways of being because we're seeing that around us. This Love Catalyst series is about coming back to you, and giving yourself the opportunity to be present with what is real and true for you. And what's real and true for you is that if you have that desire for love, you have everything, all of the wisdom and means to actualize it in your life. And what it takes to get there, day 3 is going to give you some specific action steps around that. But the point here is that the only thing you need to do is honor that, and know that anything that feels like this list probably felt like, the I can't, oh, never gonna happen, like all of that heavy, funky, muddy, sticky, smelly stuff that may have been just normal in your world for dating and finding a relationship or comes up is not true. So, looking at these, if they feel heavy, any of the ones on your list feel heavy, know that that's a lie. It's not true. And I promise you that all of the ones on your list can be cleared. And if there's some still remaining, you may want to bring your own magic to it. Like, what magic do you have that no one else has that can help you dissolve this? And if it seems like it's something that just keeps returning, like I said, that's an opportunity to do deeper work. And what really is powerful in healing relationship stuff is healing in relationship. And that can be, why I do coaching, is that a coaching relationship creates a lot of relationship healing naturally because you're being seen, you're being heard, you don't know what you don't know. Oftentimes there are blind spots, and that is the remedy for that. That's a beautiful solution for that. Also, why I choose to invest in getting my own coaching, and I can't imagine life without it. So that's this. So now let's tune into the space that's available here and now, saying hello and choosing, well, saying hello to the space beyond the I can'ts. So noticing if there's still sort of space with that, where the I can'ts were, whatever your imagination shows you as moving beyond that, just let your body transcend beyond that. Go into the space beyond that, the space of possibility beyond your imagination. And as you move beyond that and arrive in that space, beyond all the I can'ts, let your body receive the energy there, receiving it into your body like a stream of colored energy, noticing the color and quality, where it's coming in and how it's naturally circulating throughout you, giving yourself a few moments to melt into it. And as you melt into it, it gets more powerful in your cells. So you sense and perceive this space of moving beyond all of the barriers, all of the limitations, and allowing yourself to sense and receive this. It may feel like nothing. It may just feel like space or quiet or peace or ease. And with each breath, you breathe in more of this space. Every cell of your being is updated to this space beyond your limitations, and how good it feels to be here, how good it feels to be in this space where you've been able to make a choice to go beyond the stuff that doesn't feel aligned, that isn't supporting you, that is stopping you, that you've done it. So noticing how good it feels to be on the other side of that, saying yes to that, say yes out loud. Yes to that. Yes to that. Yes to that. I'm having that. And you're having it right here and now. Having that right here and now. And then if your eyes are closed, you can open them and look around your space from this space of stepping beyond all the I can'ts and noticing you now. You different than you were before. Acknowledging that, acknowledging the difference that you be now than you were before. Yay. Awesome. Great job. And we'll see you back here for day 3 of the Love Attracting Catalyst. And if you are inspired to have a conversation, find out what love coaching can do for you to expedite your path to finding the one, message me or go to my website. You can message me there or just uh, comment below, and I look forward to connecting with you and getting to know you more. All right, everyone. Talk to you soon. Bye.